Go? Are you going?
Yeah, it's going.
Oh, okay. Hello, my name is Tyson, and welcome to the grand opening of the Honor Hall of Fame. Okay, that's weird. I think that's really weird.
What?
But it's just that honor and hall both start with an H, but one of them you pronounce the H and the other one you don't. I feel like it should be the Honor All of Fame or the Honor Hall of Fame. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it, Haley. We'll just cut it down. Hello. My name's Tyson, and welcome to the grand opening of the Honor Hall of Fame. Honor is letting someone know you see how valuable they really are. And that's why I made this place, so I could show all the people in my life some of the reasons why they matter to me. Come check it out. So I've got dedications to family, to teachers, to Mr. Romero, postal worker. I've got dedications to the inventor of the donut. Everybody that I can think of to honor. But the people I want to honor the most are my friends. Ha-ha! So my buddy Chris and I entered into the Owensboro's Got Talent show, and he got second, and I got second runner-up. But you matter to me, Chris, because you inspired me to be a better singer. Haha, my buddy Erica. Guys, she's brilliant. She can make anything out of science or computers or just anything. She's incredible. So Erica, I made you a little house out of popsicle sticks. And this is for my very best friend, my dog Kevin. Kevin is a golden retriever, and he matters to me because every time I walk in the house, he's so excited to see me. Oh, I could leave the house for 2 seconds and it would be like he hadn't seen me in a million years. He likes to sit on the couch with me and watch TV, and he cheers me up when there's nothing good on TV. He never lets me down. So this right here, very special to me. It's a box of his hair. I think that's everybody. So Honor Hall of Fame opening today.
You sure that's everyone? All your friends?
We got Erica. I got Kevin. Yep, that's everybody. But wait, Haley, that reminds me of today's Bible story. It's about two friends. They could have been enemies, but they weren't. They put each other first. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
Haley! I forgot you! Oh no! Oh, my very best friend, I forgot you. Oh man, this is for the time that Haley taught me how to skateboard. 1, she's probably the best skateboarder in the entire world. 2, she's an incredible teacher. And by the end of the month, I was standing on the skateboard, riding down the hill, soaring down the hill. Well, then I rolled down the hill and crashed into a mailbox, and the wheels flipped off the skateboard. I never did find the wheels to the skateboard. Well, like I said, today's Bible story is about two friends, two very unlikely friends. They could have been enemies, but they weren't. Kevin's vet. Kevin's vet. Haley, put Kevin's vet down. All right, I'll see you later.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. And now for an amazing story, inspired by the book of 1 Samuel, chapters 18 through 20.
David was referred to as a man after God's own heart. God even chose David to be king of Israel after Saul. But for now, Saul was still king.
I am very royal. Bow before me, you plebeian insects.
David chose to be patient and trust God. He even helped King Saul defeat the terrible giant Goliath.
Not bad for a mere sheep herder. I will grant you the very great privilege of serving me in my army.
David did everything Saul asked. He also became best friends with Saul's son, Jonathan.
Dad says you can stay right here at the palace with us.
Like, live here? Wow.
Everyone assumed Jonathan was next in line to be king. He must have known that as David became more popular, people might want David to be king. But instead of being jealous, Jonathan always put his friend first in everything.
Here, Take my robe, then people will see how important you are.
Are you sure?
Take my belt, too, and my sword. Oh, and my bow and arrows.
But these are all things for a prince.
You're worth it.
Thank you, friend.
David continued to lead the army into battle. He did so well, the people ran out of the town singing and dancing whenever they saw King Saul and David coming.
King Saul is like awesome.
Yeah, but have you seen David? He is like totes the goat.
King Saul became angry.
No fair. I'm Totes the Goat too. Next thing, David will try to take the kingdom away from me.
Saul was so jealous, he even hurled a spear at David. Later, he told Jonathan and all of his servants to kill David. Jonathan was horrified and quickly warned his friend.
Find a place to hide. I'll talk with my father and find out what's going on.
The next morning, Jonathan faced King Saul.
Don't harm David. He's helped you. He put his own life in danger to kill Goliath. The Lord used him to win a great battle. Why would you kill him?
Oh, okay, fine. I'll show how totes amazing I am by not putting David to death. You happy?
Jonathan and David were both relieved, and for a short time, all was well. But then, Saul went back on his word. He tried to kill David again. And when that didn't work, he sent other men to go kill David.
I haven't done anything to your father. Why is he trying to kill me?
He won't do it. He tells me everything, and he hasn't said a word about hurting you.
That's because he knows we're friends and you would tell me.
This is terrible. I'll do anything I can to help.
There's a feast tomorrow, and I'm supposed to eat with King Saul. But I'll hide instead. Tell your father I've gone home to my family. If he says it's okay, then I'm safe. But if he's angry, it means he still wants to hurt me. Deal?
Deal. But whatever happens, please be kind to me. I know the Lord will defeat all your enemies someday, but promise to always be kind to me and to all my family.
I promise.
Shake?
Shake.
The two young men promised to always be friends, no matter what happened next.
How will I know what Saul says?
Now go hide out in the field by that huge stone. After the feast, I'll come out to the field, but Dad might be spying on me, so I'll pretend to practice shooting arrows and send a servant after them. If I tell him the arrows are on this side, that means you're safe. But if I say the arrows are far beyond, then go. That means my father wants to hurt you.
Field, stone, arrows. Got it.
The next day, King Saul and all of his household sat down to a festive meal. King Saul noticed David was missing, but was certain he would return. The next night, everyone sat down to another feast.
This gazelle is royally tasty. Don't you think so, David? David?
The king glanced around the table and noticed that David was still missing.
Why isn't David here?
David's family is offering a sacrifice to honor God. He asked me if it was okay to go, and I said yes.
Ooh, I knew it! You're on his side. That is so not cool. As long as he's alive, you'll never be king.
Why do you want to put him to death? What has he done?
Saul was so angry, he couldn't think clearly. He even threw a spear at his very own son. Jonathan left immediately, and the next morning, he went out to the field. He looked off and saw the stone standing tall in the distance.
I sure hope David's there.
In case anyone was watching, Jonathan spoke loudly to the young servant with him.
I'm going to practice shooting. Run and find the arrows after I shoot them.
I'm on it.
As the boy started to run, Jonathan notched an arrow in his bow and released it. When the boy reached the place where the arrow had fallen, Jonathan shouted,
The arrow went far beyond you, didn't it? Hurry up, run fast. Don't stop.
The boy picked up the arrow and returned it to Jonathan.
Here, take my bow. Go back to town.
Yes, sir.
Once the servant left Jonathan, he checked carefully that no one was watching. David stood up from his hiding place behind the stone, and Jonathan hurried to meet him.
I'm so sorry. My father.
I know. It's not your fault.
Jonathan and David hugged each other and wept.
Go in peace. In the name of the Lord, we've promised to be friends. He will be a witness between us and our families forever.
There was nothing more to say. David left the city to hide from Saul, while Jonathan returned home. Jonathan could have allowed his father to kill David and maybe become king himself. But instead, Jonathan chose to trust God and put his friend first.
Are you going? How do I know when you're going?
I'm pointing at you.
The point. Oh, the point was the go. Okay. Okay.
Got it.
So one way that you can show people they matter is by building a museum in your basement. Now, if you don't have the time to do that, then there's always another way. It's like what Jonathan did for David. Jonathan was King Saul's son. He was a prince. He deserved to be king someday. But instead of thinking he was better than everyone else, he decided to put his friend David first. He loved him and protected him. If you really want someone to feel like they matter, then you can put what they might want in front of what you want, even if it is something that you feel like you deserve. You could teach someone to skateboard really slowly, even if you are able to go really fast. You could open the door for someone, even if you got there first. No, you first. You can shake hands and roll over to cheer someone up, even if it means that you're not gonna get a treat. Okay, the last one was kind of for dogs, but the one thing I learned today is this: honor others by putting them first. No one was better at this than Jesus. He put us first when he died on the cross for our sins. He showed me and you and everybody that we matter. That would make an incredible catchphrase for this museum, the Honor Hall of Fame, where everybody matters. What do you think, Haley?
I love it.
Yes, awesome. All right, well, let's open this place up.
Yay.
Will you do the honors? Yeah! Oh, you're my best human friend. I want you to be the first visitor.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Just a second.
Here, we'll switch.
Okay, switch your
Awesome.
Just carefully.
Terrific. Okay.
Look at this. This is awesome.
Awesome. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, ready.
Here we go. Cut the ribbon.
Okay. Wait. Turn the camera.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this way?
Wait, no.
No, it's got to be this way.
No, you gotta turn it around.
Turn it around. That way? Okay, go for it. Ready?
Yeah.
Cut the ribbon!
Hey.
Yay!
We didn't
Wait, what happened? Wait, how do you work this?